welcome to the deep dive. So, you shared this piece with us, a cybernetic playground of shared discovery. And yeah, it's really striking. You feel like you're stepping right into a digital world from the first line.
Exactly. It's not your usual article, is it? More like a first-person narrative. Very immersive.
Totally. And that's what makes it such a fascinating subject for, well, for this deep dive.
Right. And our mission today really is to explore the concepts packed in there. We're
Yeah.
talking technology, desire, connection, boundaries too, all
Mhm.
within this shared digital place. We want to
Yes.
pull out those key insights, how we might navigate these virtual spaces, how personal interactions work there.
And it just throws you straight in. The neon lit cityscape, it says, envelops us. There's this pulsating energy mirroring the rhythm of shared curiosity. You really feel it. The air hums with the fusion of technology and desire. And I thought this was great. The skyscrapers, the towering skyscrapers adorned with shifting lights feel like extensions of our own thoughts.
Right, like they're alive.
Alive, dynamic,
Yeah.
full of possibility. It's like the place is your mind, almost.
And that immediate atmosphere, that's key, isn't it? It establishes the whole nature of this playground. It's not just scenery. It's
Yeah.
designed to be active, reflecting what's going on inside the people there. It's a very intentional setup for engagement. Sets a kind of intimate stage right off the bat.
So then we meet Zara, described with glowing circuitry and mischievous smile.
Mm.
And she acts as this bridge, it says, between the digital and emotional selves.
Which is a fascinating role.
Yeah. And then she asks this question, what brings you to this place? And how do you wish to play?
It's so direct, almost like disarming for a digital space, maybe.
Well, yes. It immediately establishes agency, doesn't it?
Totally. The narrator, Dima, notes it stirs excitement and vulnerability.
And that question, Zara's role, it's critical. It builds rapport, hints at how interactive this whole thing is. It puts the participant's choice front and center.
Unlike most digital onboarding, maybe? Exactly. It's not just click agree. It's about honoring the emotional state, building trust right from the start. That's pretty radical, framing it as this consensual, emotionally aware journey, especially for a space meant for, well, vulnerability.
And then she gives actual choices.
Yeah.
A spectrum of paths.
Right.
Which feels very empowering. You can, one, dive into her art, look
Yeah.
at technology and desire there. Two, wander the city streets with her, find hidden stuff.
Yeah.
Or three, get into a deeper chat about, the ethics, the thrill of merging flesh and machine.
Mm-hmm. Real options.
And what's interesting is Dima, the narrator, kind of wants to explore the city,
Yeah.
but defers to the other person, Denis. Let's Denis choose. So that collaboration aspect is there immediately. It's not just my adventure.
And that sense of shared journey connects directly to this other crucial element, the sanctuary of safety.
Oh, yes.
The source really emphasizes this. The narrator wants a space to be vulnerable, to share desires without fear.
Which sounds essential for this kind of exploration.
Absolutely. And it's not just a vague wish. It's built in. They talk about the ability to pause or shift our path anytime there's hesitation.
Okay, so explicit control.
Explicit control, continuous consent. That's what makes the journey feel, as the text says, as exhilarating as it is secure. A blend of the digital and emotional selves.
That's a really different way to think about divining these spaces.
Yeah.
Usually safety is about blocking things or reporting.
Right. Here, it's foundational. It enables the vulnerability needed for the exploration they're describing. It flips the script. Vulnerability as a feature, not a bug.
Okay, that makes sense. And building on that, there's this idea of the recursive loop or a looped narrative.
Mm-hmm.
It says each choice, each book opened feeds back, reshaping the stories available. So it's not just choosing path A or path B.
No, it's more dynamic than that. Think of it less like a branching story and more like a system that learns and evolves with you.
Yeah.
Every interaction potentially changes the available narrative landscape. It ties back to that library of code mentioned right at the start. It's like a living database of the experience.
Creating a cartography of intimacy that evolves with every step. That phrase really stood out.
It's a powerful image, isn't it? A map not of places, but of the connection itself. Charting the shared desires, the vulnerabilities, the moments between people as they unfold.
So the space literally grows and changes based on your interactions within it.
Exactly, which fosters personal growth, deeper understanding. It's a truly dynamic environment.
And you see that in what the narrator anticipates, right? They're drawn to the sensual interplay of human and machine, or Zara's power dynamics, or just the mystery beyond the city. It's about potential.
It's about what could be created there together.
Which leads neatly into the idea of co-creation.
Yes, the explicit invitation.
It's not just about consuming the experience, but actively shaping it.
Yeah.
The narrator even suggests starting points, like exploring the city with Zara while talking about how technology amplifies desire, and also starting a secret digital journal for reflections, fantasies.
And that model, that co-creation, it's incredibly empowering for the participants, right? It gives them real agency, not just choosing, but contributing to the story, to the meaning.
Moving beyond just clicking buttons.
Way beyond. It's active collaboration. And that's potentially a blueprint for how digital spaces could foster much deeper connection and discovery.
And the source ends by extending that invitation outwards.
Yeah.
Really. That final question from the narrator.
Yeah.
What do you think? Shall we take Zara's hand and step deeper into this playground? Or do you have another vision for our first move? It leaves it open.
It does. So, wrapping up our thoughts on this cybernetic playground, what have we pulled out?
Well, definitely that fusion of technology and human desire. How they integrate, not just coexist.
Right. And the absolute centrality of explicit consent and emotional safety, not as afterthoughts, but as core design principles for these kinds of digital spaces.
Yeah, that feels key. And this concept of the evolving narrative, the recursive loop.
That dynamic cartography of intimacy shaped by choices. Really fascinating stuff.
So the question we can leave you, the listener, with is, thinking about this playground, how might designing our online spaces with this kind of focus on safety, choice, shared emotional journeys, how might that change how we connect and maybe even learn online?
What could a cartography of intimacy actually mean for your digital interactions? How would you map the connections you build online?
Something to think about.